Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, it's me, who else could it be, Falonzo here. And I generally ask you, who else could it be? I mean, it's me, you're listening to me, you're listening to this video. In any case, I'm back at you again, back at you again with another video. Dear Lord, English is hard.
I don't see why you have to have such a crazy language anyway.
But yes, I'm back at it again with another World of Warcraft video. This time, trying to make a meme video, because, well, you know. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I decided that this day I was going to pug Castle Nathria and, well, I mean, what else was I going to do this Sunday? Figure out how to make an eggless omelette.
A man on table 6 wants an eggless omelette.
He wants an egg... Kiki, you can't have an eggless omelette, can you?
Why, do we not have any?
No, they don't exist, do they? There you go. That's an eggless omelette.
Okay.
No, don't take the plate, Kiki. What are you doing, please?
So yes, I decided to pug Castle Nathria and it, it did not go well. So the very first boss up to bat was the Council of Blood, and for whatever reason this boss is the hardest to do in pugging raids. I don't know why, I don't know how, but for some reason this boss just... it's just terrible. Now, I had to make my own raid because, well, as you can see, I'm a tank, and, well, trying to pug a raid as a tank is incredibly difficult, in the sense that you either get lucky with a group or you just get trashed. But if we're going to be honest, it's because you only really need 2 tanks per raid, in comparison to Mythic Plus, where you need an abundance of tanks, and so in reality, you're going to have an overflow of tanks, because most of the tanks that are in Castle Nathria can't really do Mythic Plus, or it's the other way around. I don't know, I don't care. Gameplay design, Blizzard, meaningful engagement, yay! So the very first thing you have to do is, of course, get a group together, which, in my case, well, let's just say it took a while.
One eternity later.
In any case, after, you know, spending hours trying to get a group together, and yes, I'm exaggerating, we head into the raid and, well... On a side note, what is this discrepancy between melee DPS and range DPS? I always see warriors, rogues, DKs, and whatnot, but I barely see warlocks, mages, and this despite them supposedly being the best classes at DPSing. Oh, it's because warriors and rogues suck this expansion. Right. That's rough, buddy. Anyway, let's get into the trash, shall we? So, we get into the room, we clear the trash, and once again, I don't get any BOEs, which is just tradition at this stage. So the mechanics are pretty simple. You kill one guy at a time and, you know, just dance. This is this stage that I tell the raid that we're going to kill Nicholas first, then Stavros, and then Frida. Everyone agrees, except, of course, a few dissenting voices who argue, why are we doing it this way? Either way, as the raid leader, I put my foot down and say, nope, this is the way we're going to do it. I don't care, let's go. So the fight starts and, yeah, you know, we make it to the dance phase, which, surprisingly on this fight, is actually an accomplishment. But, of course, we wipe. I then tell the tank in chat that I'm going to take Stavros after the dance has ended, but he, of course, hasn't read chat and is confused for a few seconds. Which, granted, is my fault. I shouldn't have expected anybody to actually read chat during a raid, and so I never do it again from this point on. In any case, the fight continues, and one of the DPS or healer dies because, you know, it drops on Frida. It's a thing. And that basically means the end of that attempt. So we wipe and only one DPS leaves, which is actually kind of rare considering how things normally go in Castle Nathria pugs, and as you will see in the rest of this video. But hey, it took one wipe before someone left, so that's something. Now I said this because I thought 2 people would leave after the first wipe, turns out only 1 left, which was actually, again, kind of surprising. In any case, we get a new DPS in and we go again. And we wipe again, and again, and again, and again. And then we kill it, which is pretty good for a Pogon Council. Now, you have to understand that with the second wipe 8 people left and with the third wipe 5 people left, altogether whom used a variety of gamer words to express their disappointment at the performance of the rest of the group. And of course, as is tradition, I get no loot from the boss, nor do I get loot the rest of the raid. Although Blizzard hates me though, unless you count the 35 anima. Which of course in my house we do not.
You're right, that's a 5th floor problem.
Not in my house.
And you have to understand it actually took us over 2 hours to even do this one fight, but, you know, still pretty impressive for a council pug, I think. Is it? And it does show you that if you are persistent, you can do anything in life. You know, if you have the time. In any case, I was just glad and happy that the whole thing was over, because, you know, we could move on in the raid and kill Sludgefist, which, frankly, is one of the easiest bosses. Right? Right? Oh no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
15.
WIPES
You got to count it higher. Count it higher. Baby, if you want to count with me.
And so 15 wives later in a tank swap, we finally kill it. Glorious scenes of emotion and jubilee as well, we once again get no loot. This is of course tradition. And we wouldn't want to break tradition, would we? Blizzard? That would be silly, wouldn't it? Imagine giving someone loot in a game. An outrage, I tell you. Next thing they will ask for engaging gameplay. Imagine that. Players asking for a good game. Bah! Well, I have never. That said though, if you thought that this was bad, wait until we get to generals or even Sire Denathrius. We one-shot the generals and only wiped once on Sire Denathrius because our tank had a cat problem and then DC'd trying to fix that cat problem. And yeah, it was rather anticlimactic, wasn't it? But, you know, there was a raid. Fantastic. I don't know what it says about someone when it takes you 15 tries to kill Sludgefist, yet you one-shot the generals inside Denathrius, basically. I don't know. But this is pretty common for me, and I'm guessing this is pretty common for most people who have to pug for Castle Nathria these days. So the lesson to be learned from all of this, and now as I come to the end of this video, is that you probably just have to be patient. And, you know, sooner or later a good group will come along and you will end up one-shotting everything. Because as the saying goes, those who rage, well, they don't finish the race. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This was one of a first, one of a kind, one of a something something other. And yeah, let me know what you guys thought, and consider following, liking, subscribing, and doing everything and anything that YouTube has allowed you to do on this platform. And I'll probably see you guys next time. Maybe. I don't know. This kind of took a lot of time to do. Bye!